What's going on, guys? This is Damien from The Lookout and welcome to our How to Play Yellow Baba, the most fun deck from BT22. Like, this deck is amazing. You just get to troll people and be awful. Like, that's wow. You will see, guys. It's super funny. But before we begin this video, two things. Zenkai Showdown 23rd, 24th of September in Poznan, Poland. It's our event. It's gonna be live. It's gonna be awesome. Go get your tickets if you haven't got them yet. Link is in the description below. And of course, a huge shout out to the Coffee Club, our lovely patrons who buy us coffee. They keep us going, and eventually we will replace the broken table. If you wish to join the Coffee Club, link to our Patreon account is in the description below. And yeah, that's everything. Roll the video! As with all 4 videos, let's start with the breakdown. So, first we will go over a brief archetype breakdown, then some lines of play, interactions, I will show you my deck list, and then we will go over the first 3 turns of the game. And then we'll just kind of wrap it all up with the summary. Let's go! Here is our leader, Fortuneteller Baba. Like, guys, Baba got the leader. What's happening? This is the most fun leader from VT22, in my personal opinion. This one is phenomenal. You start with a field card in play. Alright, we will check it out a bit later. Let's check out the main gimmick. Activate main. Switch this card to rest mode, draw 1. Immediately phenomenal, because you can draw on your turn 1. Look up to 2 cards from the top of your opponent's deck and place them on the top of their deck in any order. Yeah, that's what you're doing. You're basically looking at your opponent's top deck, and then you're like, I don't want my opponent to draw this, and then you just kind of put the bad card on the top. That's what you're doing in this deck. The awakening is really clunky. You can't awaken before turn 3, I believe. So it's a bit slow, especially now when every leader is awakening on turn 2. But it is what it is. It's still very strong once you get to awaken, so it's kind of balancing things and to keep things more thematic. Let's check out the awaken side. On the awakened side, our leader is Fortuneteller Baba and Son Gohan. Yes, Grandpa Gohan got the leader. Wow. First off, you get a permanent, which gives your Grandpa Gohan double strike. Grandpa Gohan Z battle card, double strike. And then your auto is basically a strict upgrade. Now it's no longer activate main. It's an auto when you attack, you draw 1. And instead of looking at top 2, you look at top 3. So you just look at top 3 and then you put them back in any order. Phenomenal for trolling your opponent. Some decks just don't draw 3. Yes, some decks just flat out don't draw 3 cards in a turn cycle. And then you just kind of keep putting the best card as the last one and just like moving it. Imagine if it was a secret rare and you're just kind of moving it and your opponent never sees it. Activate battle for 1 yellow energy if you choose 4 battle cards under your field card. So it has to be 4. You can use all of them in a combo, basically. So it's a bit slow. It's all or nothing. So you just have to go with all 4 of them. But they are like 5k, all of them, I believe. So that's 1 energy plus 20k as activate battle. You probably do this just once, but for one swing, it can be the decisive one. Just for 1 energy, give something plus 20k. That's pretty awesome. Speaking of the field card, here it is. Fortuneteller Baba's Palace. First off, beautiful artwork. Yes, please, I would love to live here. It looks amazing. Barrier field. Permanent. You can't place more than 1 card with the same character name under this card in your battle area. So you can't have 2 spikes, 2 bandages. You can only have 1. And then auto. When you play a yellow Dracula Man, Suke-san, bandages or spike card from your deck or hand, you place 1 of these from your deck under the field card and then you shuffle your deck. It also has an activate main once per turn. If you place 1 of these 4, from your hand. If you place one of these 4 from your hand to the bottom of your deck, so you bottom deck one and then you draw one. It's basically a way to fix your hand. It's an additional draw per turn, so you're drawing 2 per turn, which is awesome. You don't really neg when you put one of these to the bottom, because whenever you play one in the chain, he searches the other one. You will see that, but it's basically Dracula main searches Suke-san. So you can use Activate main to put Suke-san at the bottom of your deck, draw one, play Dracula main, and then grab him back from the deck. It's a very, very cool combo. And yeah, I think that we'll be able to break this field. Like, it looks very, very breakable. Our Z battle card, our boss monster, a Son Gohan Unpredicted Blow. Deflect Barrier Dual Attack. This one is crazy. Crazy. Plus he gains double strike due to the leader, so he's 25k, deflect, barrier, dual attack, double strike. If you have a yellow non-great ape Son Goku childhood with an energy cost of 5 or more in play, you reduce the energy cost of this card in your Z deck by 1 yellow, so he is effectively 2 yellow, 2 Z energy. When this card is played, choose up to one of your yellow non-great ape Son Goku childhood battle cards, and it gains dual attack for the turn. Yeah. So, yeah, and he removes himself at the end of the turn. But he is deflect, barrier, dual attack, double strike 25k, and then give a Goku dual attack for the turn. Yeah, this one is great. This one is phenomenal. This one is just absurdly good. Now, that card was absurdly good, but you know what is absurdly bad? Devil Might Beam, the worst Z extra card that we got so far. Permanent, so 2 energy, 1 Z energy. Permanent, your yellow spike gets plus 5k power. And then auto limit 1. Remove this card from the game. When one of your battle cards is KO'd or removed from your battle area by an opponent's skill, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards without Son Goku in its character name and KO it. It's so lackluster, it's so mediocre, and it costs 2 energy for you to do this. Like, yeah, you're just not gonna play this. You can have one in your Z deck if you want to, but you're not gonna play this. This one is just really, really bad. Luckily, the Z battle card is phenomenal, so it kind of balances itself out. We also have a monster chain. Yeah, a chain of monsters. It basically goes like this. So Dracula Man gets Suke-san, Suke-san gets bandages, bandages get spike. Yeah, we play a monster, we guess the card, the cost of the card, from the top of our opponent's deck. So we put it there, and then we declare a number and say like cost 2, and then oh look, it's 2 cost, and then one of our monsters gets the other one basically. So yeah, this is the main chain. This is how we get 4 cards under our field card to awaken, because when you play one, then you get one from the deck and you place it under the field card, and then this one gets another one. So yeah, basically a chain of monsters. Here is our deck list, link is in the description below. So yeah, it's not an optimized build, it's definitely not an optimized build, but it's a start. It's a start. Think of this as a blueprint. We will be using this deck list to show you the first 3 turns of the game. Speaking of which, let's jump into the mulligan. Here is our mulligan. So we can just keep Dracula Man. We don't need a single one of the other monsters, because he just starts the chain and then he gets the other ones. Also, let's keep Son Goku, because we don't have a way to tutor for him, and he's a huge payoff once we get our Z battle card running. And finally, we might as well just keep Son Gohan the counter attack as well. No reason not to. The idea is basically you just keep one Dracula Man, and then the rest is whatever you wish to keep. Whatever isn't a monster, because monsters will just find each other. So Yeah, this is the mulligan. This is the part of the video where we go over your first 3 turns. Baba is an insanely fun deck for trolling your opponents, so let's check it out. The deck is extremely consistent. It's super consistent because every card searches another card. It's very consistent and it's super easy to pilot. We'll show you the first 3 turns and then you can take it from there. We'll be using the provided deck list. We are assuming that you went first and that you have kept the mulligan. The future looks trollish. Let's check it out. Turn 1. You start the turn, charge 1, and then activate battle. Switch Baba to rest mode, draw 1, and then fix the top deck. Just put something there. Then you pay 1 to play Dracula Man. You guess correctly because you need to declare a number, but you guess correctly because you fix the top deck, and then his auto triggers. You search the deck, you find Suke-san, you add it to your hand, and then you shuffle the deck. Now your field cards auto triggers, you search the deck, you find the Dracula Man, you put it under the field card, shuffle the deck, and now you end your turn. Another thing to keep in mind is during your opponent's turn, you just combo with Dracula Man and send him to your Z energy. Because his auto says that when he's comboed from the battle area, if your opponent has 7 or more lives, you deal 1 damage to them. So like, just deal 1 damage. Because why not? Turn 2! We start the turn. Charge 1, draw 1. And then let's use our leader's activate main. We draw 1 card and now we pay 1 for Suke-san. First we fix the top deck and then we pay 1 for Suke-san. His permanent reduces his cost. Then we play him, we guess correctly, auto triggers, we search the deck for bandages. We find bandages, add him to our hand, shuffle the deck. And then our field cards auto triggers because we have played Suke-san. We search the deck, we find a Suke-san, we put it under the field, and then we shuffle the deck. Following that, we pay 1 energy to play bandages because his permanent reduces his cost by 2 yellow energies. Now bandages has an auto which triggers. We look at the top card of the deck, we guess correctly because we've placed it there, and then we search the deck, we find Spike. We shuffle the deck and our field card triggers once again because we have played bandages. We search the deck, we find bandages, we place bandages under our field card, shuffle the deck, and now bandages' auto resolves from the one that we have played, and he gets plus 5k, so he's 20k now. We attack with him, attack resolves, and then we attack with our Suke-san, attack resolves, and now that we have done everything that there was to do on turn 2, we can just pass the turn. Turn 3. This turn is very fast, it's very short, so it's just a single slide. We start, charge 1, draw 1, and then activate main. We draw 1, we switch Baba to rest mode, we take care of the top deck, let's say it like that, and now we pay 1 to play Spike. We pay 1 for Spike because his permanent reduces his cost by 3 energies. So he enters, auto triggers. Once again, we need to guess correctly. We guess correctly, so our Devil Might Beam will cost less. And now we also pay 1 to play Goku. Goku can be played for 1 with his activate main skill because we have 4 cards under Baba's Palace. So like Goku defeated everyone. So we play Goku, his auto triggers. Once again, we need to guess correctly. We guess correctly, and the rest of his auto removes a card. So we remove something. And now, once we have 4 cards under our field card, we can finally awaken. So we awaken, we draw 2. And then with our last energy, we can pay 1 energy and 1 Z energy, because remember, we have charged Dracula Man a long time ago into the Z energy. So we basically pay 1 and that 1 Z energy to play Devil Might Beam. Now it's time to attack. Spike gets plus 5k, so he attacks. After the attack resolves, we basically get to attack with everything else, which is just Goku. But yeah, we get to attack with everything, and then we end the turn. Before we end the video, let's just quickly jump into the summary. Baba looks extremely fun to play. It's so fun. It is the BT22 deck that I'm building. It's super fun. If played correctly, the deck can be extremely disruptive depending on your opponent's ability to draw multiple cards per turn. Okay, now I want to take a few moments to talk about this. Baba looks fun. Baba looks trollish. Like, Baba is very, very much trollish. You know, just troll your opponents. However, it's not completely meme, because it gives you two very big things. First, you can disrupt your opponent's ability to draw a specific card if that deck doesn't draw a lot. Now, granted, a lot of decks do draw a lot, but some don't. Like, specifically blue decks, for example, don't draw a lot. And you can just keep putting that one card that they need deeper and deeper into the deck. But what Baba gives you, and no other leader gives you in the game, is hand information way ahead of time. So while you can't see into your opponent's hand, you will always know the free cards that they're drawing. You'll always know. So if you know that they will draw it, at least you will know, like, okay, my opponent has a boss monster incoming. My opponent has robotic riposte incoming. They have a token negate. They have an SER coming next turn. This is huge. Trust me, don't sleep on this. This is massive. Just knowing the next 3 cards that your opponent is going to draw makes a world of a difference in your turn plans. Worst case scenario, imagine if you're just running Baba as a generic leader. Like, you shouldn't, but let's say that you do. Now you're playing a yellow good stuff deck that basically knows what its opponent wants to do, what its opponent is going to draw. So it's a strong ability. It's an exceptionally powerful ability. Don't sleep on it. The problem with the deck, in my opinion, is that it is a bit too slow. Is your big payoff is online only after turn 4. That's when you can get Grandpa Gohan out, only after turn 4, but you can survive until then. It is also a hell to play on webcam events. Please don't bring a bunch of Babas to webcam events. That's gonna be wow. I mean, I know some regions only have webcam events, so just go play whatever you want. But I can imagine how insane this is gonna be to play over webcam. This is gonna be super difficult to play like that. So yeah, if you really want to make your opponent's life miserable, play Baba on webcam. That's the ultimate troll experience. Final words, the deck is fun and cheap. Try it out. It's completely archetype locked. If you're new to the game, everything that you need is in this set. The deck is super fun. Go and have some fun with it. That's it for the video. Let me know in the comments below. Are you hyped for Baba? I'm unreasonably hyped for Baba. Like, I think that this one is super cool. It's super fun to play, and yeah, I can't wait to get my hands on it. This is the first one that I'm building from the upcoming set. This one is phenomenal. But what do you think of Baba? Do you think that it's maybe a sleeper? Do you think it's just a meme deck that's never gonna do anything? Let me know in the comments below. I read all of your comments. I try to respond to everything. I love our little community. And guys, we are super close to 3K subs. We have less than 80 subs left to go. So please share the video, hit those like and subscribe buttons, help us grow, help us get to 3K subs by the end of summer. And then we will have an awesome giveaway. This has been Damien from The Lookout, and I'll see all of you in the next video.